Welcome to The Worthy Woman, a podcast for the intuitive, ambitious woman who's ready to regulate her nervous system, reconnect with her body, and rise to the next level of success, health, and purpose. I'm your host, Jo, manual osteopath, holistic coach, and nervous system guide, here to walk with you as you heal from the inside out and create a life and a business that actually feels good. On this podcast, we explore the connection between your body, emotions, subconscious patterns, and your ability to lead, create, and live from your worth. Let's get into today's episode. Hey guys, welcome back to the Worthy Woman podcast. So this episode is going to be a little bit different because it's not just a piece of content today. This is going to be a moment, a turning point, and a call forward, because if you're listening to this, I know something about you already. You are brilliant, you are driven, and you are creating something very powerful. But behind the scenes, you're probably feeling tired, right? Not just physically tired though, but energetically. You might feel exhausted, you might feel emotionally overloaded and running on nervous system fumes. And so you've worked so hard to get here, but yet it still doesn't feel how you thought it would. You might still be second guessing yourself, you're still questioning your prices, you still can't seem to rest without feeling guilty. And if you've been feeling that tightness in your chest as I say this, if your body is going, yeah, that's me, this is your moment where you get to draw a line in the sand. The one where you get to stop pushing through and finally choose something different. And I want to walk you into that through my Elevate Her coaching program, which is a 12-week healing and embodiment program for women ready to heal their nervous system, lead with nervous system safety, self-worth, and their full grounded power. And I am opening 2 to 3 spots, which you've probably heard me already mention on the podcast previously, unless you're new here. And I'm opening up 2 to 3 spots today, and I want to show you what this work really looks like and why it can really change everything. So let's name what's really going on here. You've done the work, you've launched your offers, you've shown up online, you've been helping your clients, you're doing the mindset work, but despite all of that, you're still waking up anxious. Your brain isn't shutting off. You might feel frozen or panicked every time you go to post. You're tweaking your sales page 10 times and still wondering if it's too much or if it's not enough. You feel uncomfortable raising your prices even though you're definitely over-delivering. You're booked, but you're still feeling invisible. And you're resting, but you still don't feel restful. And you're feeling stuck in your body, in your business, in your life. And maybe, just maybe, you're still trying to earn your worth in the way that you show up, give more than you receive, hustle to feel safe, and try to prove and fix yourself into success. But here's the truth. This is not a mindset problem that you have. It's not a strategy problem that you have. It's a nervous system problem. Your body is still in survival, and until that shifts, the way that you run your business, hold your energy, and show up for your life will still stay stuck in old patterns. So there comes a moment, and this is where you are right now. You're done shrinking, you're done spiraling, you're done trying to feel safe through controlling, overthinking, and doing more. And right now, this is that moment. Not because something's broken and because the woman you're becoming it's because the woman that you're becoming doesn't fit inside these patterns that you have outgrown, right? You're not meant to stay here. You're meant to rise, to be grounded, to embody, and to be rooted in your worth. And that's what Elevate Her is really for. So let me show you what this transformation actually looks like in your daily life, because it's not really just about feeling better. It's about changing the way that you live, the way that you lead, and the way that you receive. So before Elevate Her, things might kind of look like this. You wake up already anxious, your chest is tight before you even open your eyes. You scroll on your phone, check your notifications, your reels, maybe even the people who you feel are your competitors, before you've even really taken a breath for the day. You're immediately spinning, what should I post today? Is my offer even working? Should I change it again? I've got all these things to do on my to-do list. You rush through your morning, you skip your breakfast and only have a coffee. You get on a client call, give your all, but still feel depleted. You're overthinking everything, your price, your content, your boundaries. You're constantly on, but you're never really present in your life. And then you crash by 2 p.m., you're snacking on stress, and you spend your evening either numbing out or planning the next thing, and maybe never really even stop working. And no matter how much you do, it just feels like it's just never enough. You're always playing catch up. After Elevate Her, your days get to shift. Your energy gets to shift. And it kind of starts to feel like this. You wake up and you actually feel grounded. You breathe before you check your phone. Maybe you stretch, feel into your body, meditate, have a morning that feels nourishing, right? You eat good foods, you wake up, you have breakfast, you pause, there's no rush. You write your content from truth, not pressure. You don't over edit and you trust that it's enough. You hold a boundary and you feel clear about it. You rest and you rest fully, not because you've earned it, but because you're allowed to. You show up in your business from overflow and not depletion, excited to go through your day and do all the tasks that you have to do. And you end up feeling the end of your day feeling very peaceful and like you're not buzzing, right? So you actually get to relax into the evening and you get to reconnect with your partner, your home, yourself, your family, without your business being the main character in your life. And that's what shifts when you finally feel safe. That's what changes when you finally stop operating from fight, flight, freeze, or fawn and start living from your truth. So let's talk about what Elevate Her really is. This is not another course with 50 modules and endless videos that you're not going to have time for. This is a 12-week high-touch coaching experience designed to help you regulate your nervous system, clear stuck emotional and physical patterns, restore your self-trust, and realign your business and life to who you really are. And here's how it works. So in your first week, you and I would have a one-on-one call, and this is where we map out what's happening in your body, your patterns, your business, and your life, so that we can create a path that actually supports you. And this is where you get that tailored support, because your path is going to look way different than the other women in the group. Then we have 6 bi-weekly group calls. So this is where we do live processing, regulation work, emotional release, and coaching. So this is where you get to ask me a lot of your questions. And this is so that you're not just learning things, you're actually starting to change things in real time, and you get the community support to help just support you on your journey and make you feel like you're not alone, right? Because a lot of times as business owners, we do feel very alone. Then you're going to have access to tools and practices without the fluff. So these are going to be short, powerful nervous system tools, movement, breath work, exercises, no long modules. And this is going to allow you to choose which ones are right for you, which you and I, based on the calls and the initial call that we have together, we'll able to discern which ones are going to be best for you. And this is so that you can shift in 10 minutes, even on busy days. So this is not meant to, again, be overwhelming. This is meant to be things that you can quickly implement that are supportive for you to really have change. And then we have access, or you have access to a daily group chat, Monday to Friday, which I'll be in every day, supporting you, checking in, coaching, and guidance when life gets very lifey, right? So this is so that you are never alone and you don't have to wait for those calls every other week. This is so that you can get immediate support when you need it through that chat. So during these 12 weeks, we work on regulating your stress response, releasing physical and emotional tension, healing your relationship with rest, visibility, and receiving, reclaiming your power in your body and in your offers, shifting how you operate, how you sell, how you create, and how you lead, all without hustle, without the shame, and without needing to fix yourself. So if you're feeling like a little bit lighter just from listening to that, or if your belly feels like you can finally kind of relax it, and if your body is whispering, yes, this is exactly what I need, trust that. This is not just content, it's a conversation between your nervous system and your next level. And again, I've opened up 2 to 3 spots for this next round of Elevate Her. So if you're ready to stop leaking your energy, to stop proving, pushing, and performing, and to start receiving, resting, and rising, you guys can message me either on Instagram, in the DM, and I will chat with you and we can send across the details, or you can apply with the link down in the show notes. So there'll be a button that'll say Elevate Her application, and you can click on that and send in your application, and then I'll reach out to you. You do not need to keep doing things the hard way. You don't have to keep abandoning your body to build your business. You don't have to be the only one holding it together. You get to feel safe, you get to receive, you get to rise and feel regulated, rooted, and so worthy. And I would love to walk you through that inside Elevate Her. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening to your body. Thank you for letting yourself want more, not because you're broken, but because you're ready to actually come home to yourself, because you are worthy of ease, you are worthy of softness, and you are worthy of expansion that doesn't come at the cost of your health. And that starts now. So I will see you next week for the next podcast episode. And remember, you can reach out to me at any time if you have any questions, and we can just have a conversation. Bye.